White starts with d4. Staunton played d4. The name was given Staunton to very good chess sets. It's famous for that. So d4, c5, d5, f5, knight c3, d6. Okay. E4. Now white played e4, and this is called Schmid-Benoni. What is the name of the opening? Schmid-Benoni. So f cross e4 and then knight cross e4. Benoni is the opening which there are different variations like modern Benoni. This one is Schmid-Benoni. There is another called Zeg Benoni. So these are the different variations in Benoni. In that, normally this white pawn goes to d5. Black pawns are like on c5 and d6. Sometimes if this pawn comes ahead, e6, and if he captures, white plays c4 and he captures with c cross d5. That variation is called modern Benoni. Now this one, when he plays this f pawn and he captures this e4, it's called as Schmid-Benoni. Okay, so we are seeing this. Now e5, black played e5. Here after e5, white plays bishop g5, attacking the queen. Queen has to move. He could play queen c7, queen b6, but he played here queen a5. Okay, queen a5 was the move. Here he could even play knight f6 as well to block this attack, but he played queen a5. Let's see the game. c3, white simply blocked it by the pawn, and it's looking good now because if the knight would have been here, then he has a problem that knight can't go on the natural square, but already knight has been moved, so there is no problem. Now black played bishop f5. After c3, black played bishop f5. There is attack on the knight. You have to save the knight. What to do? Either you give support, but then it can be black has options to capture or not to capture. Now when the pawns are blocked to each other in the center, I told you it's like a close game. Okay, the blockade is there. Then in that case, the knights are becoming better because knight can jump over these pawns. So in that case, it's a good idea if you can capture the opponent's knights with the bishops, with your bishops. And that's why if you see, white is not allowing him to do that. But here it was okay. Bishop d3 you could have played because it is not very close. The bishops can be used very well because bishop d3, suppose bishop cross, then bishop cross e4, bishop cross e4, and these two bishops could be very good. But anyway, let's see what happened in the game. He played knight g3. He doesn't want to give that knight. So he played knight g3, attack the bishop. Bishop has to move, or he has to give support. He moved it, bishop g6, and then he played this. So you can see this pawn is there. So that's why he thought that this bishop is bad, because if your pawn is on the light square, same color, then this bishop is becoming bad. And that's why he thought I should exchange this bishop with this one and not the knight. So he moved the knight and now he got the bishop out and he's trying to exchange it. So if black doesn't exchange, the problem is white will do it and then black has to capture with this pawn and it can be a double pawn. So better you should first take it, and that's what he did. Bishop cross d3. Now the advantage for white is his one more piece is coming out with tempo. If opponent capture your piece and your piece captures while coming out, while moving it for the first time, then it's like you get one extra move. So it's called as gaining a tempo. So that's what it's good for white. Queen cross d3, then g6. So g6, the idea is not allowing this knight to come ahead, okay, or the queen to come over here. Other than that, yes, the bishop is also open. He might now play either here or here. That is one more idea. Let's see what happened after this. n1 e2. White played n1 e2. Now bishop e7. He said this is a bad bishop. Why is it a bad bishop? You can see the pawn structure. The pawns are on the dark square. Then this one has less scope to move. So then it's supposed to be a bad bishop. Bishop e7, then knight e4. Now, if you capture the bishop, knight is giving support, so it's fine. What to do? Queen b6. Queen b6. Idea is to attack on this. So he has given a threat. Let's see how to save it. Did he save or he has not saved? He says, yes, I will just do castle and I don't need to save it, because if you take it, you are wasting your moves and my pieces will come faster. It is like a poison pawn. So queen cross b2, then rook a b1 or rook f b1, and then these rooks will go rook cross b7, and it's a very good position for white, and black will be in big trouble. So he cannot take it, though it's looking like free. It's a bad pawn to take, poison pawn they call it, because you are wasting your moves in that. Okay, queen is going here, attack, so again you move, and then this pawn he will get anyway. White will get this pawn back, and then the pieces will come close to this king when he has not made castles. It's very bad. So here black played knight d7 because he understood that white's king is safe. He has made castle. Now I should also do castle as early as possible, and he has also understood that he cannot do castle on this side because this side is already open and white has enough pieces to attack on that side. So now maybe he's thinking of doing long castle, but that side is also not safe. Let's see what happens in the game. Here, now finally white decided to take it, but actually he doesn't have to do it. He could play c4 or knight to g3. Normal move he could play. He doesn't have to do that. So that's not a good idea. But he played a bishop cross e7. And if you see this, the advantage was more before this. When he captures, this is going down, so it's not that good move, because I told you before that the bishop was not good. It was a bad bishop. So you are not supposed to exchange that bad bishop with your good bishop. This is a good bishop for white. So, and you are just wasting one move in that, so not a good idea. Anyway, knight cross e7 now. He captures with the knight. Now knight g5, idea is very simple. You are going to move the knight over here, knight e6, and then knight g7, or he will not allow the king to go any side. So that's a big thing. Here actually he should have made castle now, though it's looking like bad position after castle. But if you don't do castle right now, you cannot do castle in this game. That's a big problem. Here he made a mistake. He has played this h6, not that good. Now white has got what he wanted to do. White got the chance to get the knight here, and now this knight is controlling on both the sides. So now this king cannot do either short or long castle. It's a big problem. So what to do? The idea, if you want to do a castle, you have to get rid of this knight. And how to do it? He played this knight f8, made attack on it, and white said, okay, I have a plan. He captures knight cross f8, rook cross f8, and then b4. So what happened? White is saying, okay, now the moment when you play this rook over here, now you cannot do short castle. And I know that your next plan is to do long castle. But for that, I am already opening that side. And then if you do long castle, I am happy with that as well. So he's saying my king is safe, but I will make sure that your king will not be safe. He's attacking on both the sides. Already one side he cannot do castle. The other side, if he does castle, he will be in trouble. Okay. So C cross, after b4 he captures here. C cross b4 and then C cross b4. Now this pawn is looking like free, but it's not free, because after that queen cross b4, this rook a b1 or rook f b1 attack on the queen. Queen can move somewhere, but then you will get this rook cross b7, and the king would be in big trouble after that. So here now he thought that I will make this artificial castle. So king f7, then king g7 or king g8, something like that. Okay, not bad idea, because the king was very badly placed here. Anytime there could be a problem, though it's looking like No, the pawn is blocked, so little bit safe, but not that much. King h1, and then as per the plan he played. So he has wasted 2 moves for that, but at least now he will feel safer than before. King g7, now f4, f4. Now rook a d8, rook a d8. What is the idea? He's developing all his pieces, and he's saying, okay, if you take, I'll take, and this pawn should not come ahead. And for that, he's taking care of that. So his rook is going there, stopping d6. Now rook a d1. Okay, so white is saying, no, I would like to play that pawn ahead. So I will give one more support. Now the threat is this f cross, and then d cross, and then maybe dc. But yes, you have to see this as well, something over here. So h5 now. Okay, he played h5. This is interesting. So that means he's saying don't play g4 and f5. So he has stopped his g4, white's g4. Now white has played queen c3. Queen c3 is making attack on this weakness, number one. Number two, he has also given support to this, which was attacked by this. So you cannot just give away some points for a longer time. If you are sure that you will get advantage, then it's okay to give a sacrifice. But otherwise, you shouldn't. Okay, you just save that, and he saved it. Now what to do is thinking, and he played, yes, this one, queen b5, attacking the knight. Knight is under attack. How to save it? He saved like this. He gave one more support to this pawn as well, because there were two attacks of this. Okay, I'll tell you again. See, when he played queen b5, he not only he has made attack on this knight, but he also made attack on this. So both the things are a threat. Okay, now white played queen d2. He gave support to both. Okay, this one and this one. So two attack, two supports with this and this. And to this also one attack and one support. So both the things are safe now. After that, rook f5, stopping this pawn and giving one more support to this. Okay, he's preparing to make double rook as well. That is also one more plan. So white didn't like that double rook idea. He said, no, I will do something to stop it. So he made attack on that. Knight is g3. Now, can the rook capture this? It's not free. It has enough supports. So here he played rook f6. He moved back. He doesn't want to open this because he knew if it would be open, then this king will have problems, not this one. So now finally he captures f cross e5. Then first he captured this one, rook cross f1 check, rook cross f1, and then d cross e5. Here queen g5, very interesting. Now see, you can't take this pawn with queen or rook because then queen cross e7 is a threat. So the only thing, if you take with this, then also what can happen? He can play knight cross h5, and then there are issues, there are problems like this. Okay, and it's very bad for him. Like this checkmate is coming up, if you see. Yeah, so you don't want to do that. And that's why, let's see, what did he play? He didn't capture, but instead he played this. He gave support to this, rook d7. Now, what are you getting? You have to think the 5 rules. Can I get something free? The answer is yes. Which are free things? One free thing is this. Second free thing is this. Okay, both are free. He thought this one is better than the other one. So queen cross e5. King has to move. He could play g8 or somewhere else, but he played h6, king h6. And then queen h8 check. So the king is under attack again. He has to move. King g5. One more check. So he's continuously giving checks, and the king has to run. And it's a big problem. If you play king g4, then h3 is coming. So he played king h4. But then what happens? Rook f4 is a checkmate. You don't even need to play queen f6. With the rook only, you can finish it off. So it's a checkmate. Rook f4 is a checkmate. And here, Howard Staunton, he has won the game. This was the match between these two, Staunton versus Saint Amant.